Oh my gosh, hello, class of 2026. Thank you so much. I'm really aware you. Your hard work, thank you. And that applause, I really am just giving back to you. That is your day to celebrate it. Thank you for warm welcome. To all of the graduates, congratulations on this massive accomplishment. I'm genuinely in awe of your dedication and I'm envious of your appearance because my formal education ended around third grade. So I never got to pass the note. I didn't have a locker. I never wore one of these bad boys in real life. Um, but I have to just say, but I respect all that you achieved so much, and this day is truly just for you. To all of the parents and families, both here and watching home from afar, congratulations. I admire your courage and releasing your children to the world, which I can imagine is absolutely no small feat. I'm sure you had to rely on your instincts, your community, and your faith in your kids. It's truly a beautiful thing. And to your residents, the faculty and the staff who welcome me so genuinely, I just can't imagine how rewarding it must be year after year to send such amazing, hardworking students and people into the world, knowing that you prepare them with such care. I'm honored to be a part of this moment in time with all of you. I'll be honest, it's a little surreal to be sitting here and giving advice since I randomly still figuring it out myself every single day. But in a way, it's kind of makes sense because at Northeast University, you believe experience isn't a substitute for education. It is the education. And graduating, no matter what state of life you're in, isn't about having everything figured out. It's about standing at the edge of something new and choosing what comes next. I know many of you started your careers earlier than most because that's the Northeast way. When I say I started working young, I'm talking 7 years old. I was acting by 10 and in a TV show by 13. When the doors start opening, it's very easy to think the right answer is always yes. Yes to the next project, yes to the next expectation, yes to saying yes. For years, I said yes to almost everything because I thought that's what you're supposed to do, but you're lucky enough to have opportunities to take them, all of them. When someone would ask me what's next, what are you doing next, I felt like a failure if I didn't have the answer, so I made sure that I always had the answer. But somewhere along the way, probably when I was on set for a commercial or an appearance that I probably cringe at now, I realized just because something is a good opportunity or a good paycheck, it doesn't mean it's right. By simply accepting what the world was offering to me, I was losing my own voice. I was reacting instead of asking myself what I really wanted. That realization was a paradigm for me, and the moment things changed was very clear. I knew I had to change my pattern of saying yes, so I took a break from making music. Not because I didn't know exactly what kind of album I wanted to make or the stories I wanted to tell through my music because I knew precisely what I wanted. But I somehow knew that I couldn't authentically make it yet. So I made a choice and I took a step back. I pivoted. I rebuilt myself. I refused my time. I put effort into my relationships, into building my family and building a business. I waited until I was ready to be the moment. I realized that saying no wasn't rejection, it was redirection. Putting myself towards where I truly wanted to go when I was actually ready. I took back control of what I was rebuilding and I relearned my story and I realized my own agency. I'm grateful I have the ability to take that pause. Redirecting your energy in one area can mean sprinting in another. The key is that I was choosing where my energy went instead of letting others choose for me. A wonderful part of giving yourself that space that you can look back and see the distance you've traveled. Don't forget to pause and appreciate how far you've come, what you overcome, and then you can look forward and see all that's yet to come. And I started being proactive in my life and my career instead of reactive. I made a space in my brain to think about what felt authentic, what would add value to my world and to our world. Because of no distance, I know many of you have long been considering what you wanted to be contribute to the world. You have already been out there holding your skills on NASA journey for, and pushing lots of money and fortune by hundred companies and spreading silence than your own, even climbing Mount Everest, you raise the kids. Even you serve up first, figured it out and come back better for it. So as you step into the next chapter of your stories, I hope you remember all you've already accomplished. Yes, how have the job you have faced may even exist and the industry are being real in real time, but don't let the headlines scare you. What you do might change, but who you are never has to. Remember, you're not just building a career or resume, you're building a life. You are the architect of your own happiness, and you get to decide what belongs in your life because you only get one. As you chart your path, never forget that you're in a driver's seat. You have the power to make your own choices. You have agency. You choose you choose Northeastern because you wanted to build something real, to make an impact. Keep making choices like that. Choose what excites you, choose what challenges you, choose what gives you room to grow, and just as importantly, choose to let it go of what no longer serves you. That's will give you the freedom to evolve and become exactly who you are meant to be. The world only becomes more interesting and accommodating and marvelous when people show up as they truly are. Something I tell my kids, you have to be who you are because everyone else is already taken. My greatest endeavor in life has been parenthood and as a mother of four. Yeah, four. I cannot imagine the pride that would be pouring out of me a day like today. If you can hug your parental figures, your peers, your mentors, text them back every now and then. They protected you and celebrated you and watched you become you. You are their success. And remember, success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about what you choose. So congratulations! Class of Century 26, I can't wait to see what you choose. Go Huskies!